How to win friends on the Mucusless diet. What's the number one reason that people fail or are unsuccessful practicing the Mucusless Diet Healing System? In my opinion, that number one reason is social dynamics. I've seen so many people that were able to incorporate the menu plan. They understood the value of the transition diet. They understood how to fast. All of those different dynamics. But what they couldn't do was tell a loved one, no, I can't go to the restaurant with you. They don't have any food for me there. Or to reject going someplace, an amusement park or something, knowing that you were in a weakened state. Those addictive foods it's much too tempting. And so little by little you fall off the wagon. You say, yes, I'll go to this restaurant. And then before you know it, you're no longer really practicing the Mucusless diet. Doesn't mean you don't respect it. You still respect it. You might still want to do it, but you fall off that wagon. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips that will help you be able to deal with some of these challenges when it comes to social dynamics, dealing with family and friends, and then ultimately winning friends, being able to have people embrace you while you live this lifestyle. Tip number 1, be humble. Be humble. What's one of the things that turns so many people off with vegans and some raw foodists and this thing, the way that they come at people, acting as if they're superior to other people, putting people down for what they're eating and all that kind of stuff. If you want to win friends, that's not the way to do it. You've got to be a little more tactical. In terms of, you are much more likely to actually influence somebody to stop eating that dead animal if you treat them right and you know how to communicate with them properly instead of shaming them and making them feel small. They're going to defend themselves. They're going to, if they feel judged, they're going to be like, hey, wait, hold on, and then they're going to think ill of you, and then it's over. Be humble. Don't be wanting to share every little thing about what you're eating all the time with everybody around you. One thing that's served me very well is when I'm like one-on-one with people, I make them ask me questions about the diet. I don't just offer everything up for free if I'm just talking to people. I let them ask, because usually they're like, oh, your skin is real nice and blah, blah, blah. I was like, or they'll be like, dang, you're 38. How you don't look that old, or, just whatever, I mean, it comes up, but I allow them to give me permission to tell them about what I'm doing, about my lifestyle, as opposed to just offering it to them right up. Gain permission. And don't act like it's, even if it is the greatest thing in the world, which I think the Mucusless diet is, you don't have to act like that. You don't have to come at people with this like holier than thou, like, oh, they don't care about that. Come at them just like it's no big deal. Like, oh, it's just what I do. I eat fruits and vegetables. No judgment. You do what you do. I'm doing what I'm doing. Then you're intriguing. People are intrigued. They want to know more. And as you open up, as you are gaining permission, they're asking you questions about what you're doing, you're getting their permission, then you're able to, open up more. And as they get to know you, and you share your personality, being a little charismatic doesn't hurt. But then people will start to listen. Even it doesn't mean they're just going to jump into the diet, but they respect you. You want to gain that respect first and foremost. Don't try to prove things to people right off the bat, trying to prove things like, oh, well, protein doesn't exist, or vitamins I don't do. Like, if your goal is to potentially win a friend and influence somebody, then that's not going to be the approach. Be humble and wait for permission to offer more information. Tip number 2, host your own social events that you control. You can have fruit lucks, you can have juice parties, and then when you do it, don't make a big deal about it. Like, act like it's the most normal thing in the world to have a party based on juice, to have a juice party. You don't have to be like, it's a juice party and we want to do this and it's special. Be like, no, just, hey, come having a juice party. Why don't you come on through? We're having a raw, bring some fruit. We're having a Brother Air salad party. Bring your version of a Brother Air salad, or just come and enjoy. They won't know what that is, but invite them into your world. So often people complain about, oh, I'm lonely and it's hard and people don't understand me and my diet and blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying, you have to do a little bit of work. This time in history, we're going to have to do a little bit of work if we want to reach out, if we want to be accepted. And at some point, it's not about being accepted into their thing, but opening yourself up and letting them come into your thing. So you have to develop your thing. And that's one of the things that we really encourage on this channel. You develop your world, your reality, and yourself. Cultivate yourself. And that takes time alone. That takes solitude to really do that properly. That takes studying. That takes learning. So you're going to have to go through that period of the monastic lifestyle sometimes for a while to get to that level, to where when you do have your own events or your whatever, you'll be able to really just have a really engaging, great event that will allow people to experience your lifestyle, realize that it's not crazy, that it's not weird, that juice tastes good, real juice tastes better than store-bought stuff in a plastic thing, or that raw foods and salads and mucus-free foods and all that stuff can be very filling. That's how you educate and influence people. It's about inviting them into your world and be nice. Is that too hard to be? Is that too hard to be nice? Am I asking too much? Just be nice. That's radical. I'm sorry. That might be too radical, because it seems like people don't like being nice. Just be nice. Invite people in and be nice. You don't have to act superior to them. You don't have to. Just be nice. Invite people into your world. Give them that opportunity. Tip number 3. Plug into the existing mucus-free community so that you have that support, so that you don't feel alone. Because when you start reaching out to other people and you're trying to plug in and make friends with other people, if you're thirsty and it's like you're trying too hard to be their friend and all this kind of stuff, that's gonna turn them off. That's gonna break the attraction. It'll be like, you're weird. It's good if you have that support system. That's one of the things that I've tried to help put in place, is opportunities for people that practice the Mucusless diet to connect with one another. And we have a great meetup that happens every Wednesday. And if you want to be invited to that or learn more about it, definitely plug in. So go down below, sign up for the Insiders Club, and also join the Mucusless Diet Healing System Facebook group. And between those two things, because I don't mail out stuff every week on it, but every week pretty much we'll post up the information to join in the Facebook group. And that's really important. It's important to connect. So we have like 30 to 40 people sometimes on these events, and the number keeps going up, but we have a lot of people that are coming week after week, and it's just fun. We just get it together. It's a support situation where people talk about the troubles that they're having with the diet, troubles that they're having with loved ones and family situations, the social dynamics, support. And if you put yourself in the position to get that support, then you're going to be able to, like I said, when you are out there and you are meeting new people, you're not going to come across as needy, as if you need their approval, you need them to like you, you need to whatever. No, you, again, it always comes back to being yourself and really being, developing your own character, developing your own self, being very comfortable with who you are, conquer that loneliness kind of thing, because that's gonna be the key. To elevate your consciousness, take things to a whole different level. People will, especially when you're humble with it, you put all three of these things together and you're humble, you're open, you're not needy, you're self-contained, people are going to be attracted to you. That's attractive to people. It's like, oh wow, this is not needy. Let me go check that out. Oh, it's humble. They're not trying to make me feel bad. They're kind. Oh, it's interesting. So that's my 3 recommendations and my 3 tips on how to win friends while practicing the Mucusless diet. Win friends and influence people. It was a great Dale Carnegie book. And deal with that, because the social dynamics are so important. It's important to not allow the peer pressure to get you out of what you need to do, to get you out of your game in terms of practicing the Mucusless diet. Very, very important. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here and you've never signed up for the Insiders Club, go down below, click that link, join the Mucus-free Life Insiders Club, and you'll get 3 free downloads. We have download of the recipe. You get 5 free recipes that help you learn how to eliminate mucus from your body starting today. There's also a menu planning guide, an introduction to mucus-free menu planning, as well as my top 10 favorite mucus-free foods. You're gonna wanna check that out. Click the link down below, join the team, plug in. And if you're new to the Mucusless diet, you never heard of it before, then by all means, sign up, get that introductory information, and go on this journey with us. This is going to change the world. It already has changed the world. I mean, now it's the next phase. This is like we're moving into phase 2, and so now there's going to be widespread exposure of this information, and you can be at the forefront of that, because it's better to be here now than to wait in 10 years. You'll be like, oh yeah, I saw a video of that guy then, and wow, look at it now. It's like, well, you could have a cleaner colon in 10 years if you would start doing this stuff now. So don't wait, plug in right now. Again, so thank you so much for tuning in, and right now, before you go, check out this right here. Click this little box. This video is another great video that I think you will really enjoy. Click this, and I will see you over there.